Everyone, we are here at Sano International Cricket Stadium for the final match of Women's International T20 tournament. After 6 days of action packed cricket, barring a few washed out fixtures, we're down to the final match, and two teams have managed to make it to the top summit. It's Japan and Hong Kong. They'll be in action in this grand finale one final time in this competition. It's a big game for Japan, the home side, looking to emerge victorious. It's a matter of pride for them. Hong Kong, the underdogs, have punched way above their weights and they have done really well to get to this stage. It'll be a moment of joy for one team and a moment of heartbreak for the other team. And we have an update with regards to the toss. It's Hong Kong who have won the toss and they have chosen to ball first. It's an interesting decision. We'll have to wait and see if that's the right call. Ideally, you would want to bat first, have enough runs on the board in the final, and then back your bowlers to do the rest in the second half. But they've gone the other way. It's looking quite gloomy out in the middle. Hopefully, there shouldn't be any rain threat. It's the last day of the tournament. The weather forecast doesn't look good after today, but we'll be done and dusted today. For the time being, it's a little overcast, but it looks all good for now. Let's hope the weather stays this way. These are gloomy conditions. It can also assist the quicker bowlers. Maybe that's the reason why Hong Kong decided to ball first. They want to give their bowlers a chance up front. We'll see how the final match unfolds. We'll be seeing the teams line up for the national anthem ceremony very shortly, and after that, we'll get on with the game. So teams have dispersed. The national anthem ceremony is done, and we're all set to get on with live action. But before that, let's quickly have a look at the lineups. Starting with Japan, you've got Chandel, Fujikawa, Goto, Iwasaki, Kato, Nishimura, Ota, Sumi, Touchi, Yanagira, and Yasumoto. That's the playing 11 for the home side. We'll quickly have a look at the playing 11 of Hong Kong. There you go. Miles, fine all-rounder at the top, followed by Chan, Siu, Kaur, Xiong, Chan, Bibi, Lai, Daswani, Kanwal, and Chan. Lots of all-rounders in both sides, a lot of depth, a lot of variety in both teams. So both teams have all to play for. It's going to be a very exciting fixture, an exciting final, and hopefully we're in for a thrilling finish as well. And just to reconfirm to all our viewers, Hong Kong have won the toss and they've asked Japan to have a bat first. Japan will be looking to cash in and they'll be looking to post a very good score and then later maybe back their bowlers to do the rest in the second half. They need some runs on the board. They need a target of at least 100 or more to give themselves a chance of winning this grand finale. The two umpires are out in the middle, and all they're waiting now is for the players to arrive. We'll bring you all the live action in just a few minutes' time. It's 2:25 local time. Play is expected to start at 2:30, so we're just minutes away from kickoff. So the players have taken the field, and that's the Hong Kong fielding unit, followed by the Japanese openers. They're about to take the center stage. The umpires are already in the middle, much before the players arrived. And the countdown to the all important final is now coming to a close. We will see a lift off here at Sano International Cricket Stadium. It's the final of the Women's International T20I tournament. Japan has done a remarkable job in hosting this tournament, and a good thing for them is their cricketing side, the national cricketing side, is also doing really well. The women's team has done some wonders in recent times, and they are looking in sublime form. And now they find themselves on the cusp of creating history. Ota and Kato, the two openers for Japan, out in the middle. It'll be Siu to Ota. First up, Siu will open the bowling for Hong Kong. One slip in position. And this is a good attacking field placement. Siu will be looking to shape the ball away from the left-hander and possibly induce that outside edge to get things rolling for Hong Kong. Two quality sides going head to head. Hong Kong, the underdogs, have really fought through thick and thin to get themselves to this stage. First ball of the final. Down the leg side. Not a very ideal start for Siu. Runs straight away for Japan in the form of a wide. Oh, much better, much better. Oh, a bit of a mix-up there. Ota didn't want the run, but Kato was off, and I think that was a really good call from Kato. She realized that the ball was in the gap. A single was there in the offing, and Ota gets off the mark. First runs off the bat for Japan in this grand finale. Nicely driven off the outside edge of the bat, though. But it's into the gap, and even Kato opens her account with the singles. The two Japanese openers are off the mark. Low full toss this time, doesn't really get hold of it. A bit of a gift, really, for Ota, but she just could not capitalize on that. On the pads, that's been clipped away quite nicely. Fine leg will be able to cut it off. Runs have started to flow for Japan. That's a good sign. So there's a slip now, but it's in the third slip position, not in the orthodox position. So we can expect shot to go in that direction, possibly. Well, in the air, though, that was certainly hit in the air into the gap between the two fielders at cover and extra cover. She played that shot uppishly and she got away with it. She takes a couple of runs, but that was not a very convincing shot, I would say. There was a lot of risk involved, but luckily it was into the gap between the two fielders. Nicely punched, but straight to the fielder at short extra cover. Really good start for Japan. There's 6 runs on the board without a wicket lost. It's 6 for none after one. So Chan to ball spin, right arm off spin from over the wicket. Beg your pardon, she's a left arm Chinaman bowler. But she starts off with a loopy full toss and she gets away with it. That's a ball you don't want to bowl as a spinner early on, especially inside the power play when you've got nine fielders inside. These are just easy pickings. On that occasion, Ota was not able to get under the ball. Had she middled it, it could have gone all the way for a maximum, and that would have deflated Chan big time. She's only starting off, and you don't want to be put under pressure when you come on to ball. Much better this time, and just falling short of the fielder at extra cover, I think. I wonder whether there was a chance there, but that was a much better ball. A good comeback ball after bowling that low full toss. Plays it back to the bowler on that occasion. A little too full from Chan, aimed at the stumps. Slightly shorter, cut away, but can't beat the fielder at extra cover. Bit of a leading edge on that occasion, straight to the fielder at cover. Can't find the gap yet again. So good balls. So four good deliveries after bowling that full toss. Chan has done well to make a comeback of sorts, I would say. One ball to go. Cut away once again, but he'll find the fielder. A bit of a misfield, but they don't run off a misfield. Could have been overthrows as well. It was a direct hit at the striker's end. But no harm done. Just one run coming off that over. Impressive start from Chan. It's 7 for none after 2. See you to continue. Oh, lovely ball. Goes past the outside edge. A little bit of movement away from the left-handed batter. Ota was caught off guard and she really didn't look very comfortable. The footwork wasn't really positive either. It was just a tentative poke. Fortunately, she didn't get a faint touch on it. That's been whipped away straight to square leg, and they hurry through for a quick single. Plays it off the back foot. It's nicely behind the ball. Down the leg side. Will have to be reballed. Wide signaled. Just getting her line incorrect on that occasion, ever so slightly. Goes on the back foot, plays it well, but once again finds the fielder. Starting to see a few dot deliveries. The start was good in the first over, but from there on, the run rate just slowed down a touch. Hong Kong still not giving anything away. They're trying to keep it tight. That's been worked away on the leg side, but straight to the fielder. And that's been a bit of a concern, really, for Kato. She's timing the ball well, but she's finding the fielders. She's not able to hit the ball in the gaps. So that's what she needs to focus on. Try to hit the ball in the gaps. She's not been able to do that effectively enough. Down the ground this time, and this time she will steal a quick single. Direct hit from the fielder at mid on, but she was safely home. Just 3 runs coming off that over. Much better over from Sue. And 3 overs done, it's 10 for none. Chan to continue. It's a second over. She's only given away a run. Cut away this time, and finally she finds the gap between the two fielders at backward point and short third. This could be close. She really had to put the dive in. Acrobatic effort from Kato. She really knew she had to put the dive in to make her ground. She did that. The throw was accurate as well, but she was home. And that shot will just make her feel a little better. She needs to get a bit of a move on 6 of 14, striking at less than 50. She needs a little bit of acceleration. Japan wicketless so far. We are almost halfway through the power play. So this is a good start. Maybe they can just strike the ball a bit better and accelerate just a wee bit, maybe. Solid in defense on that occasion. Watchfully defended back to the bowler. Chan not giving anything away. Length has been quite ideal. At times she has been on the shorter side. Now that's a top edge, leading edge, I would say. But lands safely just wide of the fielder at square leg. And Kaur picks it up and keeps it down to just a couple of runs. 14 now for Japan. 4 runs coming off this over. Gradually they are accelerating. Not seen a boundary yet. But they don't need to. They don't need to take risks early doors. It's the final. There's so much at stake. Slightly on the shorter side. Going straight through with the arm. Finds the fielder at cover. Short and wide. Goes past the outside edge of her bat. And another decent over for Japan takes by. 4 overs done. It's 14 for none. Siu into her third over, searching for a first wicket. Now that's brilliantly ball. Full and straight. Ota just playing down the wrong line. Gets beaten, all ends up. Ball angling away from her. Tucks it away on the leg side, but not entirely into the gap, straight to the fielder. Wanted the quick single there. Ota was off, but Kato doing the right thing, sending her back as she hit it straight to the fielder. Could have been a run out. We've seen quite a lot of run outs in this competition. Batters not really sure all the time when to run, when to decline the run. I think it's a part of learning. It's a learning phase for all the players. Single taken. Score moves on to 15. Nicely defended on the front foot. Really good ball. And Kato playing it to its merit. Full face of the bat. Nicely defended. Back to the ball. Asiu keeping the run flow down. First over conceding 6. Next 2 overs only giving away 4 runs. Japan still wicketless though. 5 overs done. It's 15 for none. So Chan to continue into a third over. So Chan and Siu operating well in tandem, but they've just not been able to break the opening partnership. At the moment, Japan just chipping away, works it away around her front pad. Lucky that she got some bat on it. Otherwise, that was going to go straight on to hit her front pad or a back leg. She would have been in real trouble. Chips it in the air and oh, that would have been a soft dismissal. Chan almost creating an opportunity, inducing a false shot. Really tosses it up, balls it a lot slower, and Ota completely deceived in that flight. In the flight, now that's a confident-looking shot, driven square of the wicket to point. Doesn't get a run. Hong Kong doing it well, doing really well to keep the run flow down. Nicely balled once again. Fuller flighted as well. Chan on the cusp of bowling the first maiden over of the grand finale. Will we see a maiden over from her? This is really good stuff from Hong Kong so far. No wickets, but at the same time they're keeping the run flow down. Now that was a poor delivery which could have been dispatched. Fortunately, the stop was brilliant by the fielder at square leg. End of the over, end of the power play as well. It's 16 for none after 6. Looking at the projected scores, too early to look at them, but we've got the numbers At this rate, they're going at 2.67. At this rate, they'll go on to score 53, Japan. 4 and over will take them to 72. 6 and over will take them to 100. And I think that is what they are aiming for. They've got to score at least 6 runs per over, or maybe 5. And that can just drag their score to 100. It'll be a big boost, mind you. They've got wickets in hand. It's just that they need a little bit of acceleration and they'll be right back on track. Now that's high in the air, no one at square leg. Lands safely. Tries to go over the top, but just could not middle it nicely. Chan bowling her first over of the match. Starts off with a drag down. Nicely tossed up, much fuller and safely negotiated by Kato. Has been heaved away, slightly aerial, not really far away from the fielder at short mid wicket. Chips it in the air and oh, a bit of a misfield, an awkward bounce for the fielder at point. He failed to read the ball. She didn't know whether to go for the catch or uh, allow it to just settle into her hands. She was caught in no man's land. Gives away a single, an easy single. Tries to use her feet, then rocks back, cuts it away, but finds the fielder at point. 3 runs of this over, slightly better, but you can clearly see the run rate, the scoring rate declining. Now it's under 3. A bit of a concern. Some red alarms now for Japan. They really need to get a move on. Big heave, a big swipe across the line. Clears the infield, but there's a boundary rider in the deep who cuts it off. That'll bring us to the end of the over. 7 overs done. Japan are 20 for none. So caught into the attack for the first time, and Hong Kong bowlers are doing it well. They're keeping it tight. They've put a very tight lid on the scoring rate. The spinners have operated well, but they're still searching for their first breakthrough. So that's a positive for Japan. Now that's been lofted down the ground, back past the bowler. So Ota and Kato showing signs of aggression. They're showing glimpses of aggression. They're trying to break from the shackles a little bit, which is really good to see because we're approaching the halfway stage of the innings. They've got wickets in hand. They can afford to take some risks. You don't want to leave it too late. You don't want to leave it to the till the end. And this is a really good platform. Misses out on that one. Trying to play away from her body. And Hong Kong at the moment just chipping away. They're rushing through their overs quickly. We've had 24 minutes of play and we are into the 8th over already. This time goes for the reverse. Gets some bat on it. Keeper tries to get a hand to it. But she can't prevent the two batters from picking a single. Drops a length shot. Punched off the back foot. The cover fielder stops it. No run there. Last ball of the over. She shuffles across and ooh, how close was that from the leg stump? Wide not given since Kato had shuffled a long way across to the offside. Kaur gets away with it. Tidy start. Tidy start for Kaur. It's 28-22 for none after 8. So Chan will continue and dot balls keep building pressure on Japan. Every dot ball will get them itchy. We've seen a lot of dot deliveries in this innings, and you can clearly see the strike rates of Ota and Kato well under 50. Goes for the cut, but that's just too wide, and Chan will have to reball that. That's been belted, but straight to the fielder at cover. So no run there. Runs very hard to come by. Forget about boundaries. We've not seen a boundary yet in this Japanese innings. We are into the 9th over. Even singles and doubles are hard to come by. Strike rotation not very fluent. This time she tries to shuffle across, pulls it away into the gap between square leg and mid wicket. Will only earn her a single. She steps out, good use of the feet, and punches it down the ground towards long on. I think what Ota and Kato will need to do now is just keep scoring of every delivery. Doesn't matter if they get a single or a double, boundaries will be very difficult to score, but they should make the most of every single delivery because they've got a target to set. They've got 10 wickets in hand. Both openers are in double figures now, so they've got some runs under their belt. They just need to score off every ball and ensure that the scoring rate is on the higher side. Now that's been clubbed high in the air, but it'll just fall short of the fielder at deep mid wicket. That was A big shot, but not big enough. Just falls short of the fielder in the deep. End of the over. It's 26 for none. That one's gone down the leg side. Not a good start for Kaur in this over. She'll have to reball that. That's been pulled away in the air. Now, has it found the gap? No. Long on will get around it. But they're pushing for the second run. They comfortably get through in the end. They had to hurry though. The throw was pretty spot on from the fielder in the deep. 29 runs on the board. We've had 30 minutes of play and we're almost at the halfway stage. Over rate has been good from Hong Kong, and it's primarily because of the spinners who are taking no more than 2 minutes to get through their overs. Besides, the run flow is also down on the lower side. So there are not a lot of big hits, mostly dot deliveries and some quiet singles and doubles. Now that's been hit into the gap. Will we see the first boundary of the final? No. And good attempt by the fielder there in the deep. Good teamwork by the two fielders. Ota had struck that really nicely and she placed that into the gap. She's picked up a couple of runs, and that is brilliant piece of fielding effort in the deep. Saved an obvious boundary for her side. Score moves on to 31 now. Scoring rate above 3, which is slightly better because it was dropping. It was well below 3 at one stage. So they're getting a little bit of acceleration now. These singles and doubles will help them keep the scoreboard ticking along nicely. That's been whipped away on the leg side behind square. Easy single for Ota. So Ota just getting some momentum now, 16 of 29, striking at over 50. Kato has to catch up just a little bit. Cut away this time. Straight to the fielder at extra cover. Sharp throw doesn't allow the two batters to pick up a run there. The last ball of the over. One ball to go till we reach the halfway stage of the match. That's been thumped down the ground towards long on. Single it will be. So halfway through the Japanese innings, they have not lost a single wicket. They've done really well to get to 33. But they've got to accelerate now. They've got a platform set. Ota and Kato going strong, and players will have a much needed drinks break. We'll be back again in just a few minutes' time. Right then, back after the drinks break. Hong Kong still searching for their elusive first wicket. They've not been able to break through this partnership. At the moment, it's tough going for the visitors. Japan have done all the hard work. Their openers have laid a decent foundation, but they need a spark from somewhere, from somebody. Now she uses her feet, but hits it straight to the fielder at short mid wicket. Nevertheless, they hurry through for a quick single. Japan getting runs in the form of singles and doubles. As long as they get runs consistently, they'll have no problems. The dugout can breathe easily. Nicely tossed up. That's been slogged. She's got hold of it. Gets it just over the fielder at short mid wicket. And they'll come back for the second, and this could be close. What does the umpire say? She's He's given it. He has given it. So a wicket has finally occurred. And look at the celebration from the keeper. She is dancing all around. And that's what a drinks interval can do to you. It can just disrupt the momentum of the batters. Now, I really don't think the second run was on. She was comfortably short of her ground. Throw was accurate. The fielding has been pretty good from Hong Kong, barring a few occasions. And that was a really good throw, a powerful throw from the deep, and that has resulted in a breakthrough for Hong Kong. 10 overs of toil, 10 overs of grinding has resulted in a wicket. Now, this wicket will possibly help the visitors make some inroads and probably stem the flow of runs a bit further if they can really get themselves in a dominating position. At the moment, Japan going really strong. They're scoring at a healthy rate in 3.33. They can certainly improve. They can certainly better that as time goes on. Kato is still out there. She's well set on 14, although she's not been able to accelerate, but she'll be quite pleased with what she has achieved. And Japan would want her to stick around for as long as she can. Iwasaki now in the middle. Nicely pushed straight to the fielder at extra cover. Iwasaki will just be a little bit watchful at the start of her innings. They still have 9 overs to go after this one. So she's got plenty of time to play herself in, but she can't take too much time, that's for sure. That's been slogged away to the leg side, and that's how she opens her account with a single. Oh no, she's coming back for the second run as well. Another risky single taken. This time Iwasaki is home, but I guess she may have hurt herself. Or has she? She certainly took her gloves off. You don't want to lose another wicket. You don't want to give the opposition another sniff. Otherwise, Hong Kong will be right back in it. Oh, an outside edge. No one in the slip cordon. It will run away. Will not go all the way to the boundary, but it'll be runs. Runs for Iwasaki. A couple more for her. That over has produced a wicket, but Japan has also got a few runs off it as well. 6 runs coming off that over. It's 39 for 1 after 11. Fly into the attack for the first time. She'll challenge the batters with her leg spinners. That one almost carried to the fielder. She'll try to toss the ball up. She'll try to entice the batters to go big, and that could result in wicket taking opportunities for Hong Kong. Uses her feet on that occasion, straight to the bowler. Another dot ball. Slightly on the shorter side, down the leg as well. She wanted to play it on the leg side, but the ball goes the other way. Keeper completely bamboozled. But they'll take an easy couple of runs. Score into the 40s now. The score has jumped to 41. Scoring rate once again improving, getting better. Low full toss that's been swept away through square leg region. Will just be a single. Down the leg side, that's been pulled away. Good stop by the fielder at backward square leg, but it's not good enough, I reckon. He only got a hand to it, but that was struck powerfully by Iwasaki. A loose delivery down the leg side, and Iwasaki picks up her first boundary of the run chase, first boundary for Japan as well. Nicely put away into the gap, just wide of the fielder, inside the inner ring. There's an appeal, a big appeal of Lai trying to get the better of Iwasaki on that occasion. End of the over, it's 46 for 1 after 12. So Chan into her last over, she's been slightly on the expensive side. Japan inching closer to the 50-run mark. They've got 8 overs to go, 9 wickets in hand. He shuffles across, tucks it away on the leg side. It will be an easy single. Hong Kong will need to find a way to pick up few more wickets to disrupt Japan's momentum, because Japan have their sights on a big score. Anything between 80 to 100 looks very achievable for Japan at this stage. Nicely punched off the back foot. That's through the gap. That has been struck powerfully. Fielder gives it a chase, but the ball wins the race. Another boundary. 2 boundaries in quick succession for Japan. And all of a sudden, they seem to be motoring along quite nicely. Look at that. She waits for it, stands tall, and punches it with full face of the bat between cover and extra cover. The 50 is up with that boundary as well. Score moves on to 51. Iwasaki is scoring at a very brisk rate. She's made her intentions clear. She wants to accelerate. She wants to add life in this Japanese innings. There has to be some impetus, and she's offering that. Oh, nearly. Chan nearly gets the breakthrough, and Iwasaki needs to be careful. Yes, that's the shot which she should try, especially after hitting a boundary. Don't want to get carried away or get ahead of yourself. You're in such fine form. Short and wide was very low as well, but nicely punched off the back foot. Now this is close. She struck on her back leg and the finger goes up. Iwasaki perishes. And she tried to be a little aggressive. She tried to force the issue. And Chan eventually gets her reward. Her patience, her resilience pays off. Look at that. That's the dismissal. Plumb in front of the stumps. No hesitation whatsoever. It was a good shout and the finger goes up. Japan lose another wicket. It's 51 for 2. So finally some relief, some light at the end of the tunnel for Chan. And she's got a very big wicket of Iwasaki who was looking in threatening form. She was starting to look good. She was starting to play some attacking shots and she was removed just at the nick of time, at the right time. Otherwise, she would have gone on to cause some serious damage. That will have to be reballed, I'm afraid. Chandal walks out to the middle. Her side comfortably placed at 52 for 2. Seven overs to go after this delivery. Kato still out there, unbeaten on 18. Plays it off the back foot and just beats the fielder at extra cover. Chandal gets off the mark. She'll keep the strike. For the next over, it's 53 for 2 after 13. Sly has had an expensive start, conceding 7 runs in her first over. Hong Kong have picked up 2 quick wickets now. They need to tighten the screws just a little bit. They need to restrict the flow of runs. And that was a juicy full toss that was pulled away towards long on. They cannot allow Japan to just drift away with the game. At the moment, it's easy going for the Japanese side. And anything above 80 is a bare minimum. They'll try to get their score close to 100 if they can. Uses her feet, hammers it down the ground towards long off. Will just be a single. Cut away slightly upish, but straight to the fielder at point. And they have stolen a quick single. And we are approaching the fag end of the innings. These are the middle overs. They need a little bit of flourish, late flourish. They need a little bit of firepower, a spark towards the end. Uses her feet, lofts it in the air towards long on. Excellent stop by the fielder there. She saved a certain boundary. It looks like she may have hurt her knees. She certainly reacted in pain. Hopefully, she's okay. Couple of runs taken, but I think we will experience a little bit of hold up. Seems like she is okay. She's doing all right. The last thing you want in this final match is an injury to your informed player. You don't want you want to stay away from injuries or any sort of controversies. This is a do or die encounter. No rooms for slip ups. You want to have your best team in the house and you want your big guns to fire. You want them unharmed. Down the ground, over the bowler's head. Has she connected it? She hasn't got the distance, but she'll come back for the second run. This could be close, but she's comfortably home. A couple to finish the over after 14. Japan are 60 for 2. So Kanwal into the attack for the first time. 6 overs to go for Japan. If they bat all the remaining 6 overs, score at a run a ball, it will take them to 96. It will probably take them close to 100. That's what they're aiming for. Kanwal has got a job to do. He's got to contain the flow of runs. Starts off with a half tracker that's been pulled away. There's protection in the deep. So it'll just be a run. Now, every run very, very crucial for both teams. Japan will be looking to stretch their score as much as they can, whereas Hong Kong will look to do the opposite. They'll try to curtail the flow of runs as much as possible. They've not been able to pick up enough wickets, but if they can keep the run flow down, that'll still be a moral victory for them. You're hoping that the bowlers go all guns blazing. Decided to bowl first. Things really haven't gone their way, but they've not allowed Japan to just run away with the game. But Japan in a good position, scoring at over 4 runs per over, which is generally considered very good uh, in this tournament. On the toes this time, that's been worked away towards deep fine leg, and you'll have to chase that. They'll come back for the second run. In fact, they've taken the third run. We'll wait for an official confirmation. But that was nicely done. Good running between the wickets. Both Chandel and Kato showing a lot of energy. Yes, they've taken 3 runs. So Kato is getting a bit of a move on. Her strike rate has improved significantly. It's well over 50. Opens the face of the bat, guides it into the gap between point and backward point. Another couple of runs for Chandel. She's getting runs almost every delivery. She's showing some positive intent. She doesn't want to hang around. She realizes this is the opportunity to score as many runs as you can. You won't have enough deliveries after this over, just 5 overs to go. And anything close to 100 will be a challenging score for Hong Kong. And Japan have the depth in their bowling attack. They've got two specialist seamers, lots of spin bowling all rounders who can keep the run flow down during the middle overs. Now that's going to be a wide, one extra run added to the total. On the toes this time. There's a muted appeal, but clearly impact was way down the leg side. And it's hard to get leg before decisions in your favor when you're bowling from over the wicket to a left-hander. Being a right-hand bowler, everything has to pitch in line. So 8 runs of this over. Correction, 7 runs of this over. Beg your pardon. It's actually 8 runs if you consider a leg by. So 8 runs coming off this over. Scoring rate now almost touching 5. Oh, that's a vicious no ball, a vicious full toss. Yes, the catch has been taken, but that's not going to count. And I think the umpires will get involved, and that will be a no ball, and she might as well be cautioned by the umps. Free hit for Chandel, and that is what she wanted. A biggie to get her innings up and running. She's already raced to six of six, scoring really well at a runner ball. Tries to hammer it down the ground, not really getting hold of it. It'll just be a single. Last ball of the over. Has been chipped in the air, away to the leg side, but straight into the hands of the fielder. So Kanwal, after being all over the place, after being horribly expensive, has been able to redeem herself, and she's got rid of the big fish Kato, who's holding the innings together like a glue. She's been dismissed for 27. She couldn't resist chipping the ball in the air, just couldn't get the elevation right, and straight into the hands of the fielder at short mid wicket. The over comes to a close, 15 overs done. Japan are 71 for 3. So lie into the attack once again. Slightly on the shorter side. That's been punched down the ground towards long on. Almost 1 hour of play. 15 overs have been bowled. Over it really good, but they've just slowed down a touch. Oh, almost gets that one through. A bit of an inside edge. On the pads, down the leg side, there's no touch involved. You'll have to re-ball that, I'm afraid. Tossed up googly. Coming back in, Yanagira had no clue about that one. Thankfully, she also gets her back foot inside. Good piece of glove work by the keeper behind the stumps as well. Now that's been chipped in the air and put down. Would you believe it? That was a chance and could be overthrows. Plenty happening. Comedy of errors, really. Hong Kong had the opportunity to get another wicket and really disrupt the flow of the Japanese innings. But a lifeline presented by Hong Kong. Nicely tossed up, slogged away into the gap. Will just be a single. Score moves on to 75. Japan within touching distance of getting to 100. They just need a little bit of a spark from either of the two batters, and 100 will be a match winning score by all means, given that we are in the final. Uses her feet down the ground, long on, collects it comfortably. End of the over, 16 overs done, it's 76 for 3. So Kanwal has been given another go. She was very expensive in her first over, but she managed to pick a wicket. That's why the captain is trusting her, trusting her again for the second over. Play and a miss. Big swing. Was looking to go down the ground, but to no avail. A dot delivery. Crucial dot ball for Hong Kong. Oh, just over the fielder at point. Yanagira fighting fire with fire, taking some risks. Because now she realizes just 3 overs to go after this one. Japan need to post a score on the board. You need to post a good score. 78, not bad by any means. but they need a late flourish towards the end. They can go after Kanwal, who's a bit of a weakling. She's gone for a few runs, although she's got her confidence up after picking that wicket. But she's leaked runs a little bit this over, turning out to be much better. 3 runs coming off it, 2 deliveries to go. Nicely worked away on the leg side. And that single will take Japan to 80. And every run from here on is just going to prick Hong Kong a little bit. Anything above 80 is generally considered a big score on this at this venue, on this ground particularly. Boundary dimensions are pretty big. The surface has something for the bowlers, so it's tough going for the batters. Batters usually find it hard to get their innings going on this pitch. End of the over, 17 overs done. It's 81 for 3. So Sue comes back for her last over, starts off with a dot ball. She's the strike bowler, but she has been wicketless. But look at her economy, just around 3, so she's not given away much, but she's not been effective enough, especially when you talk about her wickets column. Her wickets column has gone dry so far, but a chance for her to redeem herself and pick up a wicket. She starts off with 2 consecutive dot balls. That's also not a bad ploy if you're not picking wickets. Try to keep the run flow down. She's given room to Yanagida on a couple of occasions, gotten away with it. Chips it in the air, but no one at mid off. So she was able to get through for a single. Oh, cleaned it up. That's gone through. What a beauty. Siu strikes in a final over of the spell, and Chandel, who could have been very threatening with the bat, has to go. Playing around her front pad, always a risky option, always a risky ploy. And Siu doing everything right, pitching it up, keeping the stumps in play, keeping it straight as well. Hits the timber. Fourth wicket goes down. Japan are 82 for 4. So Goto is out in the middle, and Japan just losing some momentum towards the back end. They have 2 overs to go after this one. Wide Yorker doesn't get any bat on it, I think. but they'll scamper through to sneak a run. Well, no response from the umpire, so certainly some contact with the bat. So Goto gets off the mark. It has been a brilliant over from Siu. Just 2 runs coming from it and a wicket. Now that's been lofted over extra cover, but it will land safely. There's not a lot of power behind that shot, but she certainly got the elevation just over the infield. End of the over, 18 overs done. It's 84 for 4. So Kaur to ball the penultimate over. Now she's gone down the ground, hasn't really got hold of it. And what a catch by the fielder. Well judged catch. Kaur is on the top of the world and she gets the breakthrough. And Hong Kong get another one. Half the Japanese side back in the hut. Let's have a look at the catch. Outstanding. She kept her eyes on the ball. She had to cover some good ground running to her right. She had to come forward as well. Kept her eyes on the ball all the way through. Made that catch look so easy. And Japan really not getting enough momentum at this stage. Hong Kong clawing their way back in the game. Big time. Now then, Kaur strikes first ball of her third over. Can she strike again? She could have, had there been a slip in position. Score moves on to 85. Slogs it away on the leg side. Sumi was off straight away for that run. And a direct hit at the bowler's end. But they don't run off an overthrow. Just dabs it away to the offside. A quick single taken by Somi as well. Score moves on to 87. They're inching closer to the 90-run mark. They may fall short of the 100-run mark, but this is still a good score. They just need to get beyond the 90-run mark. Can they do it? They've got 8 balls to go. That's been left alone and that will be reballed. Kaur getting it too short and too wide. A wayward delivery from her. Uses a feed, advances and outside edge again. Short third will cut it off. Score moves on to 89. Every run for Japan matters. Slowly but surely they're trying to push that score up. Last ball of the over. Slogs it away. This time, has she found the gap? Looks like she has. And it's racing away to the boundary for a four. Terrific finish to the over from Sumi. And that extra delivery, that wide, has costed Kaur big time. Let's have a look at the shot. Got it pretty straight though, and Goto just got low on her knees and just swept that one away behind square on the leg side. No one protecting that side of the boundary. And she picks up a four, a valuable boundary for Japan, a valuable boundary for Sumi. Score above 90 run mark now. 93 for 5, 1 over to go. They're still not far away from the 100 run mark. Mind you, it'll be a big chase for Hong Kong in the second half. So Chan to ball the last over of the innings. Has been worked away on the leg side. True square leg. Will they come back for the second? They try to. And she had to put the dive in. Brilliant dive and brilliant running between the wickets. Hong Kong not really impressed. Score moves on to 95. Japan gradually accelerating and getting close to the 100 run mark, and that boundary in the last over has helped them improve their scoring rate just a touch. It's almost touching 5 now. All they need now is get to 100. That's been slogged away on the leg side. There's protection in the deep, a bit of a misfield. They tried to go for the second run, but they decided against it. 96 the score now. 4 runs needed to get to 100. 4 balls left as well. 5 wickets in hand. Chips it in the air towards mid-off. Another single taken. Oh no, they're coming back for the second. Brilliant running, outstanding effort by Goto and Sumi, realizing that they need to convert these singles into doubles. They're being quite active while running between the wickets. And now the score moves on to 98. Japan inching closer to the 100 run mark. Oh, nicely tossed up. Beat and all ends up. Little bit of turn for Chan off the surface. 2 balls to go. Hong Kong will have to chase almost 100 runs. Let's see what this delivery has in store for us. That's been blasted down the ground towards long off. She'll have to release the ball quickly. This could be a run out. Yes, it is a run out. And it's Sumi who has sacrificed her wicket. You really can't blame her at this stage of the innings where when Japan are trying to muster runs, they're trying to eke out every single run possible. And a wicket has fallen. But Japan have managed to reach 99, which means Hong Kong will have to chase a target of 100 or possibly above 100. Goto will be on strike, and the new batter will be at the non-striker's end. So they've done really well, Japan, to get to this stage. 99, 1 run shy of 100. Fujikawa will be at the non-strikers end. Goto, she's got the license to go big, and oh, a bit of cat and mouse game going on. Chan just reminding Fujikawa to stay inside her crease. Steps out and she misses. And this could be stumped. Yes, she is stumped. So 2 back-to-back wickets for Hong Kong towards the end. And Japan failed to cross the 100-run mark. They fall 1 run shy of 100. 99 runs is what they managed for the loss of 7 wickets. They lost a little bit of steam towards the end, but they have set Hong Kong a very stiff target of exactly 100 runs in this grand finale of the Women's International T20I tournament. A big run chase is coming up here at Sano International Cricket Ground. We'll take you through the batting cards. Some really good contributions from the two openers, Ota and Kato, really setting the tone for the home side. 17 for Ota, 27 for Kato. She was the pick of the batters for Japan. They scored at a slow rate, but they ensured that they had some momentum. They kept their composure. Then Iwasaki and Chandel getting some useful runs, 12 and 10 respectively, and some single-digit contributions from Yanagira, Goto, and Sumi. Towards the end, there were not enough partnerships. They lost a little bit of pace, and they've fallen just 1 run short of 100-run mark. 99 is what they managed for the loss of 7 wickets. Talking about the bowling performance from Hong Kong, they struggled early on. The first 10 overs they went wicketless, but after the halfway stage, they managed to pick up wickets. 1 wicket each for Seud, Shan, Kaur, and Kanwal. Shan being the most economical bowler, giving away 12 runs in 4 overs, picking up a wicket as well. There were a few run-outs in that innings as well. Ki Lai being wicketless, being the most expensive Hong Kong bowler. So we've got a big run chase coming up. Hong Kong have their backs against the wall. They require exactly 100 runs to emerge victorious in this grand finale. We'll be back after the short break. Stay tuned, everyone.
とちあいかっていう品種が栃木県では一番新しい品種。
甘い。
佐野市名産の完熟いちごをたくさんご用意しております。ぜひお越しください。
佐野の美味しいいちごを使ったパフェをぜひ皆さん作りませんか？待ってます。
いただきます。
昭和レトロ感のあるこの昔ながらのゲストハウスになってます。いろんな地元の人と交流できる場所です。
50% off. 美味しい。
ビーガンとグルテンフリーにこだわってなるべくオーガニックで作っております。皆様ご来場お待ちしてます。
蒸して柔らかく甘くしたお芋をここで皮を剥きます。
涙が出る。
上にジャンプ、そう上にジャンプ、そうそのまま。
いらっしゃいます。佐野餃子。
削れる音が気持ちがいいです。
そうです。できました。
いただきます。
美味しい。
陰影をつけて描くと絵が生き生きしてくると思います。
出ました。
楽しんでいただけました。
楽しかった。ど真ん中タヌマ。星あんと粒あん。佐野市がおすすめしている B 級グルメ、芋フライと黒唐揚げ、ぜひ食べに来てね。
柔らかい。美味しい。
いただきます。いただきます。
Welcome back to the run chase. We are all set to take the field one final time in the Women's International T20I tournament in Japan here at Sano International Cricket Ground. Hong Kong have a target to chase and they'll need a very spirited effort with the bat, I must say. Target of 100. Japan will be very, very pleased that they got there. They could have got more. They'll have sufficient runs under the board, under the belt, I should say. Chandel will be opening the proceedings with the new ball for Japan. The Hong Kong openers will have their task cut out. Miles will be facing the first ball of the run chase. Chan will be her partner at the non-striker's end. And we are just moments away from ball number one in this run chase. Umpires just checking whether the scores are ready. And they have confirmed that they are. And we're all set to go. First ball of the run chase coming up. Chandler running into ball. Right on the money. A little fuller. Perhaps a little bit wider outside off stump. Miles very watchful. Blocks that one out. A little too straight. That's been whipped away on the leg side. Bottom hand coming into play. She's found the gap. The ball may not have enough legs to reach the boundary. But they should come back for the third run. I think she slipped while turning for the fourth run, I reckon. And she seems to be in some pain. The umpire just getting involved, having a quiet word with her. It looks like she really has hurt herself. Some problems with her knee. But she's back on her feet, which means it's good news for Hong Kong. No real threat, no red alarms yet. And Hong Kong are away in this run chase. Nicely balled. Good pace, good rhythm from Chandler on that occasion. Bit of a misfield. Will allow Chan to get off strike, I reckon. No, she's still out there. She hasn't been able to get to the other end. That's been cut away. A little bit of room on offer. She's guided that one away. Deep third gets around it. And they cut it off. Couple of runs for Chan. And she's off the mark as well. Goes past the outside edge. Lovely delivery. Just drawing Chan on the front foot. Narrowly missing the outside edge of her bat. Goes on the back foot, defends it from her crease. A very watchful start from Hong Kong. It's 3 for none after one. So Kato to ball the second over of the run chase. Starts off well, pitching it up, keeping it in line with the stumps. Uses the feet, nicely driven on the front foot. Quick single and safely home in the end. Miles, after slipping, is looking a lot more relaxed, a lot more comfortable running between the wickets. Hasn't been a problem. She's not in any pain whatsoever, which is a good sign. Certainly is. Goes deep in her crease and she's paddled that around the corner. A bit of a fumble. They don't take an extra run there. At the moment, run flow down. And that's what Japan would be hoping for. Wickets will come. As long as they keep the run flow down, keep it tidy, it will make Hong Kong batters restless. And then they'll start going for the shots. They'll take their chances. And that will present them with wicket taking opportunities. So that's what they need to do, Japan. They've done all the hard work to get to a good score. They've got a target of 100 to defend. Now their bowlers just need to keep it tidy early doors and force the batters to make a mistake. Just like that, almost a chance, a tough one. Kato really giving it a rip, extracting a lot of turn off the surface, the ball spinning away. Miles did step out of her ground. She was not quite to the pitch of the ball. She could have been stumped. Does really well to get some feather on it and guides it just wide of the keeper as well. Now after that shot, you see a fielder in the slip cordon, just a little wider. Now a low full toss on the pass. That's been swept away into the gap between backward square leg and fine leg. And this will race away to the boundary for a 4. A very loose delivery from Kato. Just releases all the pressure which they were trying to build. A low full toss, a gift. And Chan, too good to miss out on that gift. There's a little bit of gap between square leg and backward square leg. And she was able to bisect that quite perfectly. Hong Kong are up and running in this run chase. It's 11 for none after 2. So Chandler to continue. That's been clobbered down the ground, back past the bowler, but will not go all the way to the boundary. Just a single. Oh, lovely delivery. Beat and all ends up. Goes past the outside edge of her bat. Miles was drawn on the front foot but just couldn't keep her balance. Nicely worked away by going deep in her crease. Will just be a single. Now the ball chips in the air. Almost a chance created by Chandler. Chan just chipping at that one, like pushing with hard hands. Ball pops up in the air. Almost a chance created. Plays it very late. Beats the fielder at backward point, but there's protection in the deep. They will be able to come back for the second run. So scoring rate, really impressive for Hong Kong. Yeah, there were a few iffy shots, but so far they've looked in total control and they're scoring at more than 5 runs per over, which is way more than what they need at this stage. That's a pretty high full toss. That could be a no ball, but she's got hold of it. She's nailed that to perfection. That's a powerful blow. Yes, that's a give, but you still have to put it away. And umpire just checking whether it's a no ball or whether it's a boundary or a six. It's a four, but we'll have to see whether it's a legal delivery or not. Chandler just getting it wrong. In fact, she just gets away with it. Juicy full toss, gets low, slightly low, picks the length early and gets into the right position to belt it towards deep mid wicket for a four. Hong Kong are flying. They're 19 for none after 3. 81 more runs needed in 17 overs. Certainly gettable. This is a bright start for Hong Kong. Can they do the unthinkable? Can they stage a massive upset in this grand finale? Remember, the home side, Japan, they've got to win this one. It's a matter of pride for the home side, but at the moment, they are under some pressure. The bowlers have leaked some runs early doors. They've not bowled with a lot of control, and Chan and Miles have made them pay big time. 19 on the board, scoring at more than 6 runs per over. Fujikawa with the ball in hand. A forced bowling change, I would say, for Japan. If Hong Kong manage to emerge victorious, that'll be a big upset. And it keeps getting worse for the home side. Fujikawa starts her first over with a wide down the leg side. 80 more runs needed for victory. Nicely driven, straight to mid-off, and an easy single. Tucks it away on the leg side, and Miles wanted the run, but she was sent back. I think it was a fair call. There was never a run. Blocks that one out. Width on offer, cut away straight to the fielder at point. This could be close. This could have been close, but Miles was quick. She got there eventually in the end. But you don't want to lose a wicket right now at this stage. You're motoring along nicely. In fact, you've put the opposition under immense pressure. Last thing you want is gift your wicket away and allow Japan to make a bit of a comeback. The scoring rate around 6, and the required run rate at the start of the innings was 5, so they're clearly ahead. Hong Kong at this stage of the innings, just 78 runs needed for victory. They're doing it quite nicely. Nicely balled, slightly quicker through the air, going straight on with the arm. Fujikawa will need to try some variations, vary her pace, vary her length a little bit, keep the batters guessing. At the moment, wickets is what they need. That's been swept away fine. Behind square on the leg side. Square leg gets around it and keeps it down to a couple of runs. Another decent over for Hong Kong ticks by. And after 4, Hong Kong are 24 for none. So Yasumoto comes into the attack. Chips it in the air. Slightly uppish though. Not sure whether there was any bat involved. That ball came off her front leg. For a moment I thought she chipped it in the air. Cut away this time and just over. Short extra cover. And runs coming thick and fast for Hong Kong. Another boundary in this over. This time Chan really giving that a whack. Just hits it up and over. The infield gets a boundary. Yasumoto under pressure. Let's have a look at the shot. Slightly on the shorter side. She rocks back in her crease ever so slightly. Hits it in the air. But what she does is she also manages to get the elevation right. Picks up a boundary. Hong Kong now beginning to run away with this game. Japan need to realize that time is running out. Just 72 runs needed for victory. Scoring rate already touching 6.5. Low full toss this time. That's been heaved away on the leg side. A single. Look at the scoring rate of Miles and Chan. They're both batting at run a ball. Although Chan's strike rate is just a little over 100. The two batters have been excellent so far. And a miss goes past the outside edge of a bat, very, very close on that occasion. Hong Kong have got themselves in a very comfortable position. We're not even done with the power play, and I think they've already killed the game inside the power play. 1 over to go. They can still get few more runs. Stays low on that occasion. Was looking to play the cut shot. Missed out again. Outside edge. That's running away towards the boundary. It will be cut off, but fortune favoring Miles on that occasion. She comes back for the second run. The score moves on to 31 after the completion of 5 overs. So Fujikawa to bowl the last over of the power play. That's been hammered down the ground. And Miles wanted the run, but she was sent back. How much more can Hong Kong get in the final over of the power play? This has been a solid start to the run chase from Hong Kong. They've hardly put a foot wrong. They're scoring at such a good rate now, an outside edge. And fortune continues to favor Hong Kong at the moment. Another outside edge could have so easily been a dismissal. Little bit of room on offer. Juicy half volley that's been driven down the ground towards mid-off. Wide mid-off, I should say. So runs coming quite effortlessly for Hong Kong. Runs required down to 67. Cut away an outside edge, slightly aerial but just falls short of the fielder at backward point. Another run added to Hong Kong's team total. Works it away on the leg side. Just a single. Hong Kong were wicketless inside the power play, and so is Japan. But the key difference which stands out here is Hong Kong scoring at a really good rate, going at 6 runs per over. That was not the case with Japan. They started off very slowly. Yes, they did not lose any wickets, but they started off very slowly. End of the over, end of the power play as well. A wicketless power play even for Japan as well. After 6, it's 35 for none. So Yasumoto to continue. Now the fielding restrictions have been lifted. More fielders can be inside. More fielders can be outside the inner ring. That was almost a chance. Could have been a soft dismissal. Miles is chipping it straight back to the bowler. Ball did not quite carry. That's why she survived. Cut away off the back foot, but not entirely out of the middle of the bat. Doesn't get a run. Nicely bowled and well negotiated by Miles, keeping her eyes on the ball all the way through. Now that's a pretty poor delivery, and that's been dealt with quite nicely. Chan has belted it towards the boundary for a 4, and that was a freebie, a real buffet ball. And Chan made her pay big time. She capitalized on it to good effect and pulls it away behind square on the leg side. No one at fine leg, and she picks up a boundary. Score moves on to 40, just 60 runs away from victory. 13.2 overs to go. This is getting quite easy for Hong Kong. Oh, play and a miss in the slot on that occasion from Yasamuto, but Chan just could not really get her composure right. She wanted to go downtown, just lost her balance. Now that one's gone down the leg side. Some easy runs in the offing for Hong Kong, even after the power play. The onslaught from Hong Kong batters has not ended. They continue to score runs. They continue to accelerate through the overs. That's been put away into the gap. May not go all the way to the boundary. It'll just be a single. So 7 overs completed. Hong Kong still wicketless. 42 for none. So the game goes on, and Hong Kong in complete command of the game. Just 57 runs needed for victory. And we've not even approached the halfway stage. We saw how Japan managed to remain wicketless for the first 10 overs, and in the next 10 overs, they lost 7. There could be some twist in this run chase as well. You just never know how the next phase pans out. In the first 10 overs, In the first 10 overs, Hong Kong has done well. We're not done with first 10 overs yet, but so far they've looked really good, and they've hardly put a foot wrong, going smoothly. This time she's hoiked it down the ground and taken. She picks out the fielder at long on. Uh, I really have to take back my words. I was saying that Hong Kong have done well not to lose a wicket. First 10 overs, they've done well. Well, they've just lost a wicket now. Miles has tried to go down the ground, but just picked out the fielder who takes a brilliant catch at long on, and Japan have their first. It's 43 for 1. So that wicket, can it open a window of opportunity for Japan? Possibly a chance to maybe make a comeback of sorts. At the moment, it's sheer domination from Hong Kong. Daswani out in the middle. Steps out, drills it through the offside but can't pierce the infield. A good looking shot but does not yield a run. Plays it off the back foot. Punch to extra cover. But doesn't get a run there. End of a brilliant over for Japan. A wicket coming in that over. It's 43 for 1 after 8. So Tokchi into the attack for the first time. Now Japan have got the first wicket. Can they be on a roll? Can the home side pull off a miraculous win from here on? They've got the possibility, they've got a chance, a slim chance. If they have another one, the game could be wide open. Chan is out there in the middle, and she's looked in fine touch, scoring quite briskly, switching through the gears. We haven't seen her brutal best, but she's played a very well controlled knock, a run of all 24, and she doesn't have to take any risks, especially if you get deliveries like that. And that's been dispatched towards the boundary for a 4, and that will release some pressure. That's a poor delivery from Tokchi. That ball had 4 written all over it. Chan just stands tall and dispatches that with ease. Plays that ball with some authority. Fielder at wide long on, tried to get to it. She got some fingertips on it, but couldn't track that ball down. And 4 handy runs for Hong Kong. 53 runs needed for victory. Chan is going on song with the bat. Nicely tossed up, defended on the offside. A bit of yes and no in the middle. Could have been costly. Could have been really, really costly. That's when he would have been out for a duck. That's the last thing you want. Especially when you've lost a wicket, it's time for you to reconsolidate. You need to ensure that there are not any slip ups. You certainly can't afford a run out after losing a wicket. Then it just disrupts your momentum and, you know, it can even ruin your mood as a batting side. Steps out, goes big, down the ground, high in the air, and taken. Would you believe it? Japan get 2 and 2. Daswani goes for a duck. She wanted to go big. She wanted to take the attack to Tokchi, and Tokchi gets the rewards. She flies that one up in the slot, invites her to go for the big shot, and fielding absolutely brilliant at long on. Hong Kong lose another wicket. Japan slowly but surely clawing their way back in the game. It's 48 for 2. So BB is out in the middle. Hong Kong still comfortably placed in this run chase, but they've lost 2 quick wickets. Good thing is Chan is still out in the middle, anchoring the innings for Hong Kong. Misses out on the drive. Loopy delivery. Looks like it's the end of the over, but I get a feeling there was a delivery left. Umpires will just probably get involved. Do we have another ball left? No, the bowlers and umpire is walking to his mark. But they're still checking. Yes, there's a ball left. The umpire is just getting it slightly wrong. They've miscounted this over. We've got a delivery to go. Slight bit of delay, but the right decision has been made. Especially in a limited overs game, every ball is important. And really, if you ever miscount a delivery, you must be informed by the scorers or by the match refs that there's a delivery to go. So the over is not done yet. Outside edge just flies wide of the keeper. And BB living dangerously. Japan have just recovered a little bit, but there's plenty of work to be done still. It's 49 for 2 after 9. So Fujikawa to continue. Almost at the halfway stage. Japan have done well to just put the brakes on by picking up those two early wickets, two quick wickets. That's been driven. And it's been taken, would you believe it? At point, BB looking to slice that ball in the air, and Hong Kong just throwing wickets here at the moment. It was Daswani who threw her wicket in the previous over, and now it's BB was looking to slice that one in the air. There was no need to play that shot, and Japan have another wicket. Now they are really exerting their dominance in this run chase. That will be drinks as well. But Japan now making a bit of a comeback. Trouble for Hong Kong. They're just giving it away to Japan at this stage. They're 51 runs away from victory. They're not out of the woods. And they have slipped into a bit of a hole, I feel. So the home side have some hope. Their hopes have the hopes have emerged after that wicket. Now the pressure is on Hong Kong big time. So the two Chans out in the middle, can they get Hong Kong over the line? They've got plenty of batting experience. Chan has got a start as well, and she's looking very, very steady. But she's running out of partners, that's the problem. And we're all set to resume after the drinks break. That's been driven uppishly. Oh, just wide of the two fielders. They'll pick up a couple of runs. Chan is off the mark. 50 on the board at some cost. 51 for 3, 49 needed. Asking rate still under 5, so that's not a problem, but they've lost 3 quick wickets. Certainly a time for the two. Certainly time for Hong Kong to regroup and consolidate a little bit. Has been chipped in the air. Could this be another opportunity? Oh! Just evades the fielder at mid-off. And I can tell you, they are living dangerously. Hong Kong really living dangerously, taking their chances, taking way too many risks. That's not even required at this stage, especially when the required run rate is well below 5. You've still got wickets in hand, you've got overs to go, 10 overs to go after this. After this one. Nicely nudged to the offside. Will keep the strike for the next over. Chan into her 30s now. It's 53 for 3 at the halfway stage. Chan goes deep in her crease to guide that one away to backward point. At the moment, Hong Kong just need a partnership, a bit of a partnership, a 20 plus partnership to just get them through these middle overs to keep them afloat a little bit. They've been losing wickets regularly. Somebody needs to stand tall. A bit of a fight needs to be shown by the two Chans. Now this is close. This is very close, and the finger has been raised. That's a huge, huge moment in the game. This could be a game changing wicket for Japan. Chan, the latest victim. Another wicket falls, and another one bites the dust. Tokchi has another one. That's the dismissal. That's how Chan's innings ended. She's looking to play around a front pad. Did not get any bat on that one. Was struck plumb in front of the stumps. And Japan really making a statement. And they're telling Hong Kong, if we are there, the game's not done yet. Hong Kong dominated the first power play. In first 8 overs, they thoroughly dominated the hosts. And now look what is happening now. Japan really getting into the thick of things, and they're picking wickets regularly. This is going to be a very, very tense run chase. Hong Kong, by all means, are not at all out of the woods. This is not done yet. The game is not over yet. In fact, it's wide open now. 46 runs needed for victory, but 6 wickets in hand. Cheung, another new Hong Kong batter, walks out to the middle. Loopy delivery. Outside off stump, keeps that one out. That's been belted quite hard. Towards the leg side will be a single. This will be a wide. That will release a little bit of pressure. They need some runs. Certainly, they need a few runs under their belt. Cut away slightly uppishly into the gap. She's found the gap. Chan, she's going to be a very key figure in this run chase for Hong Kong. She's been seeing the carnage unfold from the other end, and she's scored more than 50% of the runs. She's done the bulk of the heavy lifting for her side. She's scoring at more than a run a ball. She's hit a few boundaries as well. She's really dominated the Japanese bowlers. A low full toss. She goes after it again. Will just be a single. End of the over, it's 59 for 4. 41 of 54. Required run rate. Well, that's not an issue at all. It's the number of wickets Hong Kong have lost. They've lost 4 wickets in literally in a blink of an eye. In a matter of few overs, they've lost 4 wickets, which has got Japan back in the game. It's turning out to be an evenly poised contest. Japan will not allow Hong Kong to run away with the game. That's for sure. Goes deep in her crease, tucks it away on the leg side, and takes a single. That single takes Hong Kong to 60. So some attacking field and almost another one. Chan has been batting really well at the other end, but her partners at the other end just throwing wickets away. That was a risky shot, would have resulted in wicket number 5 for Japan. You can see short extra cover. There's one slip in position, slightly unorthodox position though. You're getting more fielders around the batter, and I think Chan will have to keep most of the strike because batting from the rest of the Hong Kong batters is clearly not up to the mark. They're not applying themselves well according to the situation. Chips it in the air. This just falls short of the fielder at mid-on. Another risky shot. Gets away with it though. But they're playing with fire. Cheung is certainly playing with fire. And that could have catastrophic consequences for Hong Kong. They're so close. You've got deliveries under their belt. Required run rate, not at all an issue. I think they should just err on the side of caution. That's a positive looking shot from Chan. Chan has hardly looked in trouble. She's been unfazed throughout her innings. She scored 36. She just needs someone who can just stick around till the end with her. They don't have a lot of runs left. 38 runs needed. Cheung can contribute a little bit with the bat, and on occasions they will get assistance from extras as well. So there are lots of positives for Hong Kong. Still, I would still say Japan on the back foot. Now that's a strange looking shot. Cheung just getting across the stumps and working that one away on the leg side. End of the over, it's 63 for 4, 37 more runs needed in the remaining 8 overs. So Tokchi to continue. Shuffles across and exposes all 3 stumps. Another risky shot. Geez, she's really living dangerously, and if she keeps playing like this, she will create opportunities for Japan. She will allow the opposition to get a sniff. I don't think she's listening to my commentary. She's just going out there expressing herself. But probably this is not the time. She now advances down the wicket. This could be out. Oh dear. absolute tragedy for Hong Kong. As I was saying earlier, Chung is playing with fire. She's playing far too many risky shots. And fortune was favoring her, but not on this occasion. Nicely tossed up. Good bit of flight. And she just could not get hold of it. Brilliantly taken. Well judged catch by the fielder at mid-on. And now Japan can really start believing that they can pull off a win from this point. Half the Hong Kong side dismissed. It's 63 for 5. Now Japan are right back in business. And the game, I get a feeling, is slipping away from Hong Kong. And they've only got themselves to blame. They've played some rash shots. They've not learned anything from Chan, who's just looked so calm and collected. And every Hong Kong batter apart from Chan has just thrown her wicket away. Low full toss down the leg side. This should be a wide. Yes, it is a wide. 36 runs needed for victory. At the moment, what they're trying to do is they're trying to take the attack to Japan, but that ploy is clearly not working out. In fact, it's turning out to be very counterintuitive. It's backfiring big time. Oh, now there's an appeal given this time. Another wicket falls. Falls very cheaply. Tokchi is turning it around. It's her fourth wicket. Japan, I get a feeling they're inching closer to victory. They really want to decimate Hong Kong. After a flying start, Japan are pulling things back, and Hong Kong just not able to get the momentum back, and they are disintegrating like a pack of cards despite having a blazing start at the top. Sixth wicket goes down. Chan at the other end, helpless. She's wondering what's going on, what's happening to my team, why am I not there? Well, now it's really time for her to take most of the strike if possible and get her side home. It's not going to be easy from here on. Wickets have fallen regularly. They're 6 down. They won't have a lot of batting to left after this pair. This may be the last recognized pair for Hong Kong. Sui and Chan, the last recognized pair, really. After that, it's pretty much the end of the road for Hong Kong, I'm afraid. They need a partnership. Someone needs to stick around with Chan. Let Chan do the bulk of the scoring because she's been out there in the middle. She knows how the surface is behaving. She's got the confidence under her belt. Left alone on that occasion. Very watchful. Ooh, past the outside edge of her bat. Another good delivery. Togchi has absolutely derailed Hong Kong in this run chase. She's picked up 4 wickets. She's got an over to go. And Hong Kong stuttering big time here. It's 64 for 6 after 13. So Chan on strike. And this could be out. Could it be? Oh no! Even Chan has perished now. And I can tell you one thing with confidence. Japan are in the driver's seat. Chan, who could have got Hong Kong over the line, perishes under pressure. She had to do something different. She had to get Hong Kong innings going, but all she could do was chip it straight down the fielder at long on, and the catch was cleanly taken. That's what happens when you build pressure. Kato picks up a wicket, and Hong Kong are just staring down the barrel. They really are. They're now on the back foot. And Japan have pulled things back after the power play. They picked up wickets regularly. They left Chan helpless at the other end. In fact, so helpless that when she got the strike, she couldn't resist the big shot and she perished in the process. Now then, Japan are few steps closer to creating history. An attacking field placement for Kaur. Now that's a really good ball and given. Kaur comes, Kaur goes. Japan are on a roll. And that's Kato who's on a hat trick. She goes bang bang. And Hong Kong now on the verge of an embarrassing defeat in the grand finale. Kaur just going forward, just forgot to drag her back foot back. An excellent glove work behind the stumps. Kato is on a hat trick. Hong Kong are losing their way rapidly. Japan on a roll. They are smelling victory here. Big time. What a turnaround it has been. Full marks to the Japanese team. They were under pressure early on by the Hong Kong openers who were really knocking it around to all parts. But once they got the final wicket, the floodgates had really opened and wickets kept tumbling thereafter. Some poor shot selection from the Hong Kong batters as well. And now the spinner Kato has gone bang bang in this over. She's got 3 wickets and now she's got 2 wickets in this over alone. She's on a hat trick. Hat trick ball coming up. Chan to face the music. And oh, she nearly gets it. She nearly gets the wicket. She was so close, but yet so far. Now it's only a matter of how quickly this game will be over. Japan well and truly in the driver's seat. And Hong Kong have lost all the momentum now. They've lost Chan earlier in this over, and that was pretty much the final nail in the coffin. 36 of 38. Sharp turn on that occasion. Chan didn't have a clue there. Ball spinning past the outside edge of her bat. "36 of 37 needed." Nicely floated delivery. And was there a chance? Was there a chance? Probably not. But what an over. A game-changing over. Probably the final nail in the coffin for Hong Kong. Hong Kong required 36 in 36 balls with just 2 wickets in hand. It's 64 for 8. So Japan would be looking to wrap up this run chase as quickly as possible, get those 2 remaining wickets and go home with the trophy under their belt. That'll be such a proud moment for the Japanese team hosting this prestigious tournament and emerging victorious. That's been clipped away on the leg side. Finally, we see a run after some incredible carnage from the Japanese bowlers. Defended on the front foot. Blocks that one out. Now chips it in the air. This could be taken as well. Another wicket. Another wicket goes, and Chan has been dismissed for a duck. It's a 5 for Togchi. Match-winning spell, really. The game is not done yet, but in all likelihood, Japan are pretty much sorted. They're going to get over the line. And that was a loose stroke. Chips it high in the air, does not get the distance. And a simple regulation catch by the fielder inside the inner ring. The ninth wicket goes down. Hong Kong on the verge of a defeat here. It's 65 for 9. So Kanwal, the last line of defense for Hong Kong. Hong Kong will be very, very disappointed with the way things have panned out for them in this run chase. They were in such a good position and they have really given it to Japan in a plate. They'll be mighty disappointed. They were so close to staging a massive upset against Japan in their own backyard, in their backyard, I should say. But that opportunity has been lost. Time running out. Just one wicket to go. That will be a dot ball. Can Tokji finish it off? It will be a sensational effort from her in the final. Under pressure, she has delivered for her side at the time when Hong Kong were flying. And she brought them down on their knees. Terrific display with the ball. She finishes with figures of 5 for 14. Outstanding figures after 4 overs. And after 15, Hong Kong are 65 for 9. Now chips it in the air over the bowler's head. Siu really lofting that one quite nicely, but the ball's gone over the ropes. Desperate attempt by the fielder there. Kept running after that one, but just couldn't stop that. Siu throwing some punches at the Japanese team. Picks up her first boundary. 31 of 29. There's clearly no point looking at the equation now. Japan just 1 wicket away from victory. Nicely tossed up at the stumps. Siu just watchfully defending it back to the bowler. Tries to swing hard at that one. Just missed out. Shuffles across. Tries to get some bat on that one. Doesn't get anything on it. 2 balls to go. Just a solitary boundary coming in this over. Will Sue take her chances? Will she take the fight back to Japan? The equation not out of hand yet. She can bat, she can swing it hard. An aerial shot, a risky shot, gets it over the infield. Will retain the strike. And after 16, Hong Kong have moved on to 70. 70 for 9 after 16. So Chandel looking to wrap up the innings. Oh, a direct hit was needed. Now they're running off an overthrow. Oh, the fielder also slips. A comedy of errors we're seeing. Plenty of activity happening out in the middle. Chips it in the air, just wide of the fielder at short extra cover. He won't take the run. Swing and a miss. Length was ideal. It was there to be hit. Siu flashing hard at that one, but not getting any bat on that. Slaps it away, just wide of the fielder at extra cover. And a quick single taken. Not sure if singles are going to help Hong Kong any longer. The required run rate has also soared through the roof. Because they've lost a lot of wickets, they've allowed a lot of dot balls as well. And now the difference between runs required and balls remaining 7. 7 is the margin now. So they really have to start accelerating. Required run rate almost touching 9 now. Ooh, lovely delivery, just narrowly missing the outside edge of a bat. Japan just looking for that final wicket, looking for that glory moment. We'll have to wait for it. It's 73 for 9 after 17. So Ota introduced into the attack for the first time, looking for that final wicket. That's been whipped away. 2 leg siders on that occasion. Easy run taken. That's been chipped in the air, clears the infield somehow, and they will come back for the second run. No, they'll just take a single. Works it away on the leg side, through the gap, through square leg. Easy single. Hands on her head on that occasion, wide. Will have to be reballed. The game is not done yet. Hong Kong's score has moved on to 77. They need 23 more runs to win and 15 balls. Blocks that one out. Well defended. That's been slashed away, but straight to the fielder. Won't be able to take a run. Just 13 legal deliveries left in this match. 23 runs needed for victory. Clearly, time is now running out for Hong Kong. Still surviving, Siu has hit 11 of 15. So some resistance from her. Now this has got to be out. Oh, she's put it down, but this could be a run out. And it's game over. History has been created by Japan. They have won the final match against Hong Kong. And there you go. That's the winning moment. The catch should have been taken, which was put down. But in the end, a good recovery from the fielder. She realized that the batter was long way out of her ground, and a quick throw, quick glove work does the trick for Japan. They have created history here at Sano International Cricket Stadium. They are the champions of Women's International T20I tournament. A remarkable recovery, really, from the home side, especially being out on the back foot inside the power play. We'll bring you all the stats. We'll take you through the stats. We'll start with the batting card of Hong Kong. Well, the batting card is not up there yet, but let us take a moment to appreciate what Japan have managed to do and how they've managed to peg Hong Kong back every over after the power play. And that's the batting card for you. The openers, Miles and Chan, really setting the tone big time, a solid foundation. But nothing much after that. Chan was the pick of the batters, scoring at a really good rate, 36 of 33, 17 from Miles, a decent contribution. Things were looking so good. But that's when the partnership was broken. And once the partnership was broken, they kept losing wickets. No real partnerships in the middle. 4 ducks registered by the Hong Kong batters. Little bit of resistance towards the end by Siu, but it was not enough. Here's a look at the bowling card. Tokchi match-winning figures of 5 for 14. She was the one who crippled Hong Kong during those middle overs after the power play. 2 wickets each for Kato and Fujikawa playing their part in this crucial encounter, and the last wicket coming in the form of a run out. So Tokchi, the game changer, really gave Japan that lift after that blazing start from Hong Kong at the top. So this is the match summary. Japan getting to 99. Could have got a few more runs in my opinion, but brilliant contributions from Kato and Ota in the first innings. And then Kai Chan, Siu and Chan with a pick of the bowlers for Hong Kong in the first half. And in reply, Hong Kong were bowled out for 77 despite a blazing start from the openers. And that's the match result. The game is over. We've reached the end of the tournament. Japan have emerged victorious and they have crushed Hong Kong by 22 runs. This brings our live coverage to a close. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching all the fixtures of this tournament. We were really happy to bring you all the live action. We'll be back again sometime in the near future. Thank you so much for your support. Keep watching Sports Vote. See you again. Bye-bye.
佐野市がおすすめしている B 級グルメ、芋フライと黒唐揚げ、ぜひ食べに来てね。
柔らかい、おいしい。
佐野市名産の完熟いちごをたくさんご用意しております。ぜひお越しください。
美味しいいちごを使ったパフェをぜひ皆さん作りませんか？待ってます。
昭和レトロ感のあるこの昔ながらのゲストハウスになってます。いろんな地元の人と交流できる場所です。
50% オフ。
ビーガンとグルテンフリーにこだわってなるべくオーガニックで作っております。皆様のご来場お待ちしてます。
蒸して柔らかく甘くしたお芋をここで皮を剥きます。
涙が出る。
上にジャンプ、そうそう上にジャンプ、そうそのまま。
佐野餃子。
おいしい。シャキシャ。ポトフできました。
いただきます。美味しい。
陰影をつけて描くと絵が生き生きしてくると思います。
できました。
楽しんでいただけました。
楽しかった。いただきます。